Yo, what is up guys, it's FullySpaced here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a secret hidden base inside of a giant Minecraft tree. I started off by building the base of this tree and just building up by and then placing 4 blocks in the center of this tree. They're going to be my 4 blocks that I'm going up with. This tree is going to be quite thick, and I'm just going to make that purely for the fact that you need a big tree for this. A small tree won't really work. I could have actually turned this into a tree house, it was quite big, but instead I decided to do this underground base. Basically this could be good for any sort of scav or scavenger who lives around your city, and he can just hide around in the tree, and he's basically like a little, you could add so much lore to it. So you could have some dude who's a little thief who lives in a hole in a tree basically. If you've ever seen like old films where people live in the tree trunks, kind of like those. So basically I've built this giant tree and we're going to live under the ground underneath it. So I actually spend more time on the actual outside of it, because inside the tree is only a small space and it's not exactly a lot to build in there. I did actually time lapse it in there, which maybe not of the greatest. I've built so many different ways you can store items inside, as you will see later on in the video, that it would probably have been better to do a first person. I've done a first person at the end of this video showing you how to get in the tree itself, which is a simple trapdoor, in and out way. I could have made like a 1 block high trapdoor if I really wanted to. However, I just went for a simple drop down trapdoor. You'll see that later on, but as you can see here, all I've been doing is I've built this tree up with different logs or different branches even coming out of this tree, placing leaves all the way around in a massive circle, then filling it in, and then bringing the bushes or leaves alive by just bringing it down a bit, making them come out, and giving the shape to the tree and making it more realistic instead of having it all squared and boring. As you can see, the default Minecraft trees just look pretty whack compared to this, so in my opinion this is definitely something you should do. Building trees, custom trees, are definitely something that is so much better in Minecraft than building anything else. Like building, just planting a tree and using a bone meal to like grow a sapling, don't recommend it. Doesn't look particularly great. I mean, you can make the giant trees that aren't too bad, but honestly if you want to get a nice tree, build it yourself. These trees can look incredible in this game. And I love just building giant outside nature structures. So if you guys want to see any more of these, just let me know. I might build a tree house or something for my next one. So I'm actually going to, as you can see here, I've just been placing different colored leaves, and we're going to head on the inside. So as you can see, I fall down through the trapdoor, and this is me starting to build on the inside. Just clearing out space for now and building the staircase that I've built down. Once you come down your staircase, you will basically be entered into your main room. You will see this in a second. I was playing around with the entrance here quite a bit with trapdoors. I just went with a simple drop down trapdoor, and you can jump on a trapdoor to get back up. So we turn around and then we have the main room here. I've just those lights are purely for just me being down there at the moment. They will be removed and I will add better lighting. The only issue with this is building this tree. You don't want to build too far. You want to build quite far under. You don't want to build like really close to the tree, because you will end up punching through the top dirt, and then you will have a hole in your ceiling. Or you'll have to have a dirt ceiling. I did experience this problem and had to go up and terraform a bit to get the thing right. As you can see here, you will see oak logs going through the build. They're kind of like the tree roots still into the base. That's what I thought was a really cool design. And then I put loads of barrels here with trapdoors, so they're like hidden storage area just behind these trapdoors there. And then there's a few barrels behind this, and I just placed some stairs in an odd way, so you can actually just reach the barrels through there. Let's head on over here, and we actually going to build our bedroom. As you see there, I did punch through the ceiling, had to go and alter that. So I just put 3 beds with a slab at the end. It kind of looks like some sort of just like, you know, sleeping bag type things down here. Obviously you're not going to have a lavish life living underground, are you? So these things have to come into play. Then I did add some lanterns in there and just added the trapdoor inside. Just the trapdoors actually produce light with the lantern behind them, and you can close it, so you can't actually see the light, but the light is still there, which is a really cool little trick that you should probably use. And then I added 2 armor stands in the corners of that room as well, so you can pick up your armor once you respawn. I had a hole in the ceiling with a lantern and put a trapdoor on top of that. I've got 2 blast furnace with what I would just like to call I can't think of them. It's like little chimneys coming out of them. And then we just do it filling up the ceiling up out here and making patterns in the floor. As you can see here, if you place a lantern and then put the trapdoors around them, they actually look like these are support beams being held up, but in actual fact there's just nothing there. It's just a lantern being surrounded by trapdoors, which produces light. Such a great effect. I recommend using it. And then I just add a pattern to the ceiling. I've added a pattern to the floor as well, and then just moving around and finishing touches there. And then we head to the back wall and just add another pattern here. And you've got this really simple storage area straight in front of you. You've got your bedroom to the right and everything, and to the left you've got your little smelting area. Obviously you could expand on this and add so much more. Underground bases can literally go as big as you want them, so don't feel limited when building these. If you want to, just yeah, something simple like this really fit the design in my opinion. So now we're heading on to the outside. I thought I would make this tree a bit more special and add a path up to it with some leaves around and a little pool of water, just to really bring out the detail in the build and allow this tree to feel more special than any of the others. As you can see around, you've got normal basic trees, but having this giant tree obviously looks a lot more suspicious in my graph. So obviously building a giant tree isn't gonna, it's just definitely, you can tell that someone's built it. Obviously you're not gonna know if someone lives under it unless you dig or whatever, but you know, building a giant tree is something that is a lot better than just having these normal basic trees. So I thought I would surround it with a lot of wildlife and then build a nice path to it, and just a little water area, just so we can get a real feel for the build and allow it to look the best it possibly can be and just more attractive. Obviously people would think this is like a sacred tree, so they might walk up to it and see it, but there's actually like some sneaky man living underneath it, which is a really cool little thing I thought of. So I'm gonna let this video play out. There's probably about a minute or so left. It's literally just me finishing this outside. If you want to skip to the end, I'll actually walk up this path and show you how to get into the build. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more content, and I will see you all soon. Peace.
Missing someone